Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Spirit Sports. I'm your host, Evan, and here's another episode of Detroit Sports Weekly. And boy, has it been a long time. This is a show, if you remember or don't remember, where I talk about Detroit sports action in the last week. I cover the Tigers, Red Wings, Lions, Pistons, Detroit City Football Club, and Michigan Panthers as long as they're still in Michigan. Everything I do is just run by me until that changes. So if I include something that's like irrelevant, just like tell me in any way that you see fit. And let's just get into the video. So the first thing I have here is that we may be back. That's what I wrote down. And it's just after a 4-month break with one video and one stream, I may just be back to making videos of some kind of decent quality on the breaks I get between school, food, family and friend time, church, and sleep. So, enjoy the videos when they come out. You don't have to watch them. But if you're here, thanks for watching, I guess. But now let's go to the Red Wings. I think I have 3 things for the Red Wings. First of the 3 is Patrick Kane says that an Olympic appearance would be a cherry on top of his already great career. And I got that from article. I forget what it was called. It was from Breakaway on Sports Illustrated. I got it from another site, and the quote I have is just, "But Kane is giving it his all and is hoping a strong start to the regular season in Detroit can earn him one last opportunity to win gold for the United States." And Patrick Kane said the one thing that's kind of missing is a gold and best on best, right? It'd be fun to have that opportunity. That is a hard quote to read. But that's just cool that he's there, and hopefully he can win gold. I've not this in a while. Wow. And he said that the one thing that's kind of missing is a gold in best on best. What? And there are new numbers for the Red Wings this season. I think I probably have it on screen, but there are 5 new numbers that were posted about. Left wing James Van Riemsdyk has number 21. Center Mason Appleton has number 22. Defensive men Jacob Bernard Docker is number 25. Goalie John Gibson is number 36. And defenseman Travis Hamonic is number 52. And then one last thing is the national broadcast schedule has been released, and kind of interesting, right? October 15th versus Florida, October 22nd at Buffalo, December 17th versus Utah, December 23rd versus Dallas, January 13th at Boston, January 21st at Toronto, April 5th versus Minnesota, April 15th at Florida. And those are all on NHL and TNT. Then there's 2 on purely ESPN, and it's January 2nd at Minnesota and March 8th at New Jersey. Then ESPN and Hulu is January 29th versus Washington and April 9th versus Philadelphia. And then on ABC, they have January 30th versus Pittsburgh, January 31st versus Colorado, March 21st versus Boston, March 28th versus Philadelphia, and April 4th at the New York Rangers. You can see the times on the thing. But with that, it's about time to move to the Pistons. I only have one thing for the Pistons, and that is Malik Beasley is no longer a target of gambling investigations that were going on. So hopefully he can now sign with the Pistons if they still want to sign him, and be another key part of the season going forward, and help the Pistons to hopefully get farther than they did last season, which was a very good season. Now let's move on to the Detroit Lions. And this last week has been the NFL Week of Doom, and that just means the final 53-man rosters had to be named this week and all this stuff. And I have picked out 4 highlights. Tim Patrick was traded to the Jaguars after Isaac Tesla's amazing preseason. Dan Skipper signed with the practice squad after being cut to make room. Hendon Hooker was claimed by the Carolina Panthers after Kyle Allen easily won the QB2 job in the preseason games. And Ahmed Hassanein was waived with the injury settlement. Now, let's go to the Tigers. Through the last week, the Tigers are 2-4, and they're being outscored by their opponents 39-28. But even in that rough week, the Tigers' 2026 schedule has been released. I have it on the board, and I have it on the screen. And I'm gonna try to link everything I have, if I can remember where I got it from. I'll try to put that in the video description. But the thing with the Tigers' schedule is 7 of the first 10 series are against National League teams, and that's a new one. I was not expecting that, and I think there's something also at the end of the screen, at the end of the schedule. I think there's something. I don't remember what it is, and I don't feel like zooming in. But there's a game. They play a game today as of recording against the Royals, and that'll be the first of 3. And it's probably going to be a good series. But with a record of 78-57, the Tigers are first place in the AL Central by 8.5 games, and the second best team in the American League by half a game when I checked yesterday. Now moving on to Detroit City Football Club. By the way, I'm skipping the Panthers, jumping straight to Detroit City Football Club, because I really didn't hear anything about the Panthers. If there was something in the last week, feel free to yell at me. I don't know if I'll update. I can't update the video. I don't know if I'll make an update, like a short or something. But just yell at me. But Detroit City Football Club is 1-0 in the last week, and with a record of 7-7-7, the football club is tied with the Pittsburgh Riverhounds for 5th in the USL East group. So that was it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. This was Detroit Sports Weekly. I'm your host, Evan, and again, if I missed something or included something that doesn't matter, tell me. In the best way that you see fit. I'll see you in the next one, which might be today, might be tomorrow. We'll see. Stay salty, blessed, and lit. See ya.